just brought you some transfer news from Manchester United. There is more breaking news, but it's a departure because Rasmus Hojlund has now joined Napoli on a permanent transfer. Remember, he was on loan last season and there was an obligation to buy if Napoli got into the Champions League, which they did. He scored 16 times in 44 games over all competitions, but now he has signed for them permanently. He signed from Atalanta to Manchester United in the summer of 2023. He scored 26 goals in 95 appearances for them, and he was also part of the squad that won the FA Cup in May 2024. But he went to Italy on loan with the obligation to buy if Napoli got into the Champions League, which they have, so he is now officially a Napoli player.
Rasmus Hojlund to Napoli permanent deal.
Serviced that debt last season, cost Manchester United £21 million. Now, when it comes to revenue, the revenue has gone up 11%. Why has that gone up? If you look at the commercial revenue, that is up 17% because of new sponsorship agreements that the club have signed, and also because of the successful pre-season tour in the US. Broadcasting revenue is down a little bit, 2%. That is because United were playing in the Europa League and not the Champions League. Europa League, you don't get as much.
10 goals. Only Harry Kane and Kylian Mbappe have scored more goals than Anthony Gordon this season in the Champions League. That alerted Bayern Munich. Their offer was too low for Newcastle to accept. In came Barcelona 48 hours ago to offer that £69.3 million to Newcastle, and Newcastle could not say no to that. So there he goes, Anthony Gordon set to take off and begin that new life over in Barcelona.
Yeah, let's stay on these picks just to see the moment that they may well disappear into the distance. Brilliant work, Keith, by you and the camera team on the ground. Exclusive pictures to Sky Sports News. We know that that deal is getting ever closer. What will happen once he lands in Barcelona? They're pretty open with the way they do their medicals, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. We'll probably see every step of that along the way, I think. But look, that's him just about to jet off now. Originally, he was leaving at 11 o'clock this morning, so the flight's been pushed back a little bit until all family members and representatives were here. So, they're about an hour and 15 minutes. I was told just in the last 15 minutes that Barcelona have been on the phone just wondering where he is. They hoped that he would have taken off by now. So, look, they are keen to get this pushed through quickly, aren't they? But he will begin that medical. I think it's at 2 o'clock local time this afternoon. Should take a few hours, and the plan would be for Barcelona to announce the deal over the weekend. Remember, the transfer window isn't open, is it? So that just kind of confuses things a little bit. But I think, look, as far as Newcastle are concerned, we know what happened with them last year with Alexander Isak. They sold him on deadline day. It left them kind of scurrying around in those last couple of days to try and get replacements. We saw Johan Wissa and Nick Woltemade arrive. They wanted to do their business early to give them the best possible chance of getting in replacements. And there is Gordon now, as you can see in the distance.